was take all of my eyeshadow palettes and write them on little pieces of paper, and every week I would make a draw, and whatever palette I draw is what I have to use. So I think it would just kind of get the creative juices going, and it would make me cycle through my palettes a little bit more. And the palette I drew this week is the MAC Veluxe Pearlfusion Pinkluxe. So let's get started. So the first color I'm taking is this middle kind of rosy plum color on a fluffy blending brush, and I am just blending that into my crease. This is going to act as a transition shade, and I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous about this palette because all of the colors in the palette are shimmery, so I was a little bit skeptical as to how this was going to turn out, but it ended up coming together in the end, so I was pretty happy with it. So yeah, I'm just blending that color into the crease right now, and it just adds like a nice kind of rosy pink tone. The next color I'm taking is the second one from the bottom. It's a little bit of a deeper plum, and I'm taking that kind of just into the crease and outer V area and blending it into that first shade we put down. It kind of deepens it up and kind of brings a little bit less of that shimmeriness out of it, I think, if that makes any sense. Like, it just adds a little bit more depth rather than just having that super reflective shimmer to it. And the next color I'm taking is this super dark kind of eggplant dark black and purple color, and on a really tiny blending brush I'm just working that in the outer V and the crease as well, just to help deepen those shades up, and it really helps to bring some more depth to the look. So next I'm taking just a black eyeliner pencil. I'm using Feline by MAC because it blends really easily, and I'm basically just smudging this from my lash line almost all the way up to my crease area across the lid. This is going to act as a base for the color that we're putting on top of it. It just gives it something to stick to and adds a little bit more depth to the color. So I'm just smudging that on, and then I'm using a Real Techniques shading brush just to really smudge that out. And like I said, this pencil is really easy to smudge out. It's super blendable, so that's why I used it. So just smudge that out, but don't go any higher than the crease with it. Keep it mainly on the lid. And then we're going back in with the darkest color from the palette just on a packing brush, and I'm going to just pack this right over top, all over that black base up to the crease area. And this just kind of helps set that pencil in place, but that pencil also brings a little bit more depth and color to that eyeshadow. You could definitely just put that eyeshadow on alone, but with dark colors like this I usually do put a black base underneath just because it makes them a little bit more rich. And then going back in with that second darkest color and just kind of using that to blend out that really dark shade back in the crease, just so there's no harsh lines where that really dark purple color ends. It just kind of helps smoke everything back out. And then I'm going back in with that mid-tone rosy kind of color back on a fluffy brush. And then again, just running that through the crease just to help blend and transition everything out really nicely. And I wanted a matte brow highlight, but because there are no matte colors in the palette, I kind of went in with Makeup Geek White Lies, and I'm just using that as my brow highlight. I didn't want anything shimmery because the rest of the look is so shimmery, so that's why I'm using a matte white shade. And then I just thought, screw it, I'll use a shimmery color anyway, so I'm using the lightest color in the palette. I am just popping that directly over top of the White Lies for a little bit of shimmer. And then I'm just tight lining using my Hourglass mechanical gel liner pencil. It's my favorite for using on the waterline. And this is just going to help get rid of any pinky skin tones that might be showing through the lashes. So next is just to apply a coat of mascara to my lashes. I'm not going to be putting false lashes on today. I actually liked how it looked without false lashes, so I'm just applying a quick coat of mascara. And that's the eyeshadow look done so far. I'm going to do foundation, concealer in my eyebrows off camera, and then come back to finish up the eyes. So the next step with the eyes is to take that same black eyeliner pencil used on the eyelid and just smudge that from outer corner pretty much all the way across to inner corner underneath the lower lashes, and I'm using this pretty heavily. I'm being quite generous with it because we are going to smoke it out, and I apologize that I'm out of frame in a couple of these clips here. I'm working on changing that. It's a bad habit of mine. And then I'm just taking a pencil brush and I'm using that to smudge out that pencil all the way across, and I do bring it down pretty low. I wanted it to be pretty bottom heavy on the lower lash line, so just use the pencil brush to blend it out to your liking. And then going back in with that really dark color from the palette on the same pencil brush and apply that right over top of that pencil. Kind of the same idea as we did on the eyelid. And I know it looks crazy, it kind of looks like I have a black eye, but don't worry, it does come together. So to blend out that really dark shade, I am going back in with that rosy color on a MAC 217, and I'm just using that to blend out that lower lash line, and it adds a really nice pearly purple finish to that dark color, as well as smokes it out so there's no harsh lines, and it already looks way less crazy. And then as an inner corner highlight, I am taking the lightest shade in that palette on a clean 219 pencil brush. And I'm just applying that to the inner corner as my inner corner highlight. I'm blending it sort of across into the upper eyelid and lower eyelid as well. And then on my waterline on the lower lashes, I'm just taking that same Hourglass gel liner pencil and rubbing that across just for a little extra definition. And then all that's left to do is apply a coat of mascara to the lower lashes, and the eye look is done. So that is the completed eye look. I hope you guys like it. I love my purples, so obviously I love this look. You can add false lashes if you like, but I decided not to. Let me know if you like this look, leave a comment, and also let me know if you like this series, and thank you for watching.